We got Wildkat. We got OG Wildkat in the meth lab. We got OG Wildkat in the meth lab. Yo, Cat, what's your worst experience you've ever been through with police?
My worst experience, man, was one night. One night I was walking through the park, and when I was walking through the park, I had already came out the park and all that. I was on the street. You know what I'm saying? And police, not only is they riding behind me with the lights off, lights
Right.
weren't
Let
on.
me ask you this: what park was you in?
It was in the Bronx,
Where in the
in
Bronx?
in Crotona Park,
Okay, okay, you was in Katona. Okay, okay.
and I'm in the park. I come out the park. The police, they was behind me all that time. They didn't stop me in the park.
Okay.
They followed behind me with the lights off. And when I exited the park and already was walking up the street, they opened the door and start coming out yelling and all this craziness. Talk about put my hands up, um, don't move. You know, they started giving me orders. You know what I'm saying? I'm
But let
over
me
here.
ask you this: how long have they followed you before they even jumped out the car?
They had been following me for about maybe about 5 minutes.
This is crazy.
They had been
So
following me because it was from one end of the park. I walked to the other end.
around what time was this? Around what time of the night?
Well, here's the tricky part about it. It
Mm-hmm.
was it was past 10 o'clock, but the
Okay.
problem was that the entrance that I entered was not closed.
Right.
So and it didn't have a sign saying that it was closed.
Right.
So there
Katona don't though. You can walk through. I could walk through Katona right now. It ain't gonna say closed. You know what I mean?
so the whole thing about it is that technically the law is
Right.
all parks in New York City, all parks, no matter what borough you in, all parks in New York City are open from 6 a.m.
Uh huh.
to 1 a.m.
Right.
Right? Anything after that, you gotta have a permit for, and it's more like sports fields and stuff like that. So
Right. Right.
technically,
Right.
technically, at the time that I had came in,
Mm-hmm.
I was still legitimately okay. Like for example, they couldn't, according to the law, I still had time before technically I was like trespassing.
Right.
But then again, if you're trespassing, the only way you can trespass is that if you knowingly enter upon premises that's forbidden upon entry. That means there has to be a sign.
Right.
So because there's no sign there, then they would have to alert me and let me know, yo, I'm committing a so-called crime,
Right.
right?
Right.
But instead of alerting me and telling me, yo, you can't come in here, or this,
They
that,
just they creeping behind you like on some.
they
You know what I
they
mean? Some creeps. You
fuck,
know.
yeah, they follow me through the
It's
park.
crazy.
What's the
Mm-hmm.
purpose for that?
Right. 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 Around what year was that?
Um, that was like 2012.
Oh, that was just okay. That wasn't too long ago. That was 2012. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was 2012 when they had that stop and frisk stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. Now let me
So,
ask you this: like, what's your worst experience you've ever been through with the COs up north?
oh man, okay, that one there. All right, so I remember, I was in Comstock. I got
Okay.
kicked out of Comstock because they said that I was having a relationship with a female counselor.
Okay.
So they kicked me out of Comstock, sent me to Attica. The minute I got to Attica, they sent everybody to their housing unit except me.
Okay.
So they like, hey, what's up, my housing unit, Joe? You know what I'm saying? Already
Right.
thought, be like, hold up, something's about to pop off right here. This don't look right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is gone. I'm the only one still down there.
Right.
And I forgot his name, man. He was real famous in Attica. He came and got it all in my face. He was like, "Yo, we know you. We know why you're here. You do that here, we're gonna kill you. And then he tried to swing on me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But when he tried to swing on me, I was already on point because you can tell by his body language that he was about to swing. I
Right.
blocked it, but they was already coming from around the hallway
Right.
because they already had it set up. The way they had it set up was the minute me and him start having an argument, or the minute he lays his hand on me, they're gonna run from around the corner and they're gonna jump me. And that's exactly what happened. The minute but I blocked it though. I blocked it,
Right.
and they all came, and we was getting it on. They busted my mouth, busted my head. Um I was leaking. I had blood all over me. They took me downstairs to the infirmary, and then
So
they threw.
basically, it's like they heard the little birds whispering. They heard the gossip. They might have heard something. You know, they heard the gossip. So they said, "Hold up, we're gonna catch this dude. We're gonna get him and all that for this. You know, for possibly, you know,
Cause they ain't want me in the jail anyway. You know what I'm saying?
they
I
didn't
had
want you in there."
power. When you have too much power, a lot of them they don't want you in their jail. So they could do two things. They could put you on admin, or they
Mhm.
can get you out of there. So when I
Right.
got there, and you know, especially you know how racist they is in Attica, they racist as hell.
Mhm.
You know, and the female counselor was white, you know what I mean? So even though for the ticket, I basically beat the ticket. I just got transferred out to jail. I'm going near the population. I'm not even going to the box, but they don't want me in a population. So
Right.
the only two ways they was gonna do it was admin me, but they don't really have a reason to admin me yet. They gotta have more
They
evidence
gotta
or
have
whatever.
a valid reason for that.
Yeah, so
Right.
instead, they, yo, we're gonna swing on him. He swing back. We're gonna beat him down, and
Mhm.
then we get him out the jail because he assaulted. You know, he assaulted staff.
Right. They gonna try to line you up and all that to get you up out of there.
Yeah, that's how they do it. You know,
Yo,
in
Cat,
conf.
I got a good one for you though. I got a good one. Check this out. Everybody always talks about some cat named Iceman, a CO up there named Iceman. Have you ever heard of a CO named Iceman?
Iceman.
They say he got a black baby hanging from a tattoo of a black baby hanging.
All right, all right, check it out. Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
That CO, it's weird because the CO that I put the beats on, he had the same tattoo on his forearm.
Uh-huh.
Tattoo on his forearm of black baby getting choked. Like
Yep.
it had
That's what I heard about. Yep.
a noose, yeah. But I done heard so many different names that I wonder if there's like man different COs that
Right.
that have that same tattoo. If it
Right.
that you
They
know,
got like
after
their own squad, you know, all with the same tattoo.
bingo, I
Uh, it's
start to
like a
say,
mystery.
you know, I heard a couple of stories of people telling me about they got beat down by, but it ain't the same jail. It's like
Right.
it's like Auburn, and I'm hearing, I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, that's CO here in Attica. Nah,
Right.
they like that in Auburn. I'm like, what? And then
Mm,
somebody else said that they had one in Elmira, and I'm over here like, what? And I'm
right.
bugging out. Oh, okay, so this is different. This is the things that you don't think about.
Oh, now they got their little society. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah. Crack the
that's
code. They got their own society. Yep. Oh man. Yo. Yo,
something
what we
going on.
going through? Like this shit is crazy, you know? Oh man.
You know what makes it crazy is not just the fact that it's the powers that be. They given this power,
Mm-hmm.
given this power. Um, our only combat to that power is to understand the powers that they have. You know, some
Mm-hmm.
people rush and they say some people rush into it and they say we're gonna fight fire with fire, and
Right.
sometimes fight fire with fire. You got to understand the fire that they burning you with.
Know
You
your
see,
enemy.
and and I was telling a lot of people before. I said, you can go and throw rocks and break windows and light fires and all that.
Right.
But what I'm trying to tell you is how many people are going to say, "Hold on, man." When we go to the court system, we sit in the court system. A dude comes with a tie and a jacket, and he says, "I'm your lawyer." He's not telling you that he don't give a damn whether you win or lose. He's not telling you that his whole objective is to translate so that you can
Mm.
stay sane. He's not telling
Mm.
those things. He's telling you, I see this. and there's a good chance of this, that, and the third. So he's giving you the gambler's mentality. He's got you in your
Mm,
like word. Okay, you're so far into the gambling mentality that you're forgetting. Like, oh, hold on, time out. I don't know this dude. I don't know what he thinks about me. I don't know what he read. Does he have my rap sheet? I don't know none of these things from this dude.
mm,
Like giving me that gambler mentality, and that's already to string me in. You know what I'm saying?
that's heavy.
And I'm reliant on him. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And me being reliant on him and not learning what's going on, only being how you say comfortable with him translating what's going on. I'm sure to lose. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? 'Cause only other way is what? Swing. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? When you swing, you definitely lose. You got no wins in that situation when you swing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because the hospital, you're gonna get beat down, you're gonna get a new charge, this, that, and the third, you're gonna get a label. None of
Uh-huh.
that stuff. But when they see that you sit there, like I did, because I represented myself in the courtroom, when they see that you sit there with your tie and your shirt and you're going back and forth with the judge articulately, because they're going to give you a hearing. If you pass that hearing, that's the only way
Mhm.
you're going to represent yourself. Some people
Right.
think that they represent themselves pro se in the court, and that's good. No, you got to pass that California versus Ferretta hearing, then you can represent yourself in the
But
courtroom.
ain't that called common law? When you okay, you'll study a case that was already out there. It'll be similar to your case. It'll help you know that you might win your case. It's a common law. Like you
Yeah,
have a chance if somebody had a similar case like you won.
yes, yeah, I agree. Common law, but
Common
it's
law. Yep.
but what you're really looking at, you're really looking at the strategy.
Right.
So if somebody has the same case as you and they won, you want to know how they won. So
Right.
you got to sit down and you got to see the strategy that the lawyer used at
What
the time.
strategies did the lawyer use?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was his bread and butter
Hmm. Hmm.
that made him persuasive? You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
What
Right.
was
Right.
These are the things that you want to know, because then it's a part of the law that he knew how to free. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, of course, they're gonna have everything. When I went to court, I fired 7 lawyers in a row. Like they kept giving me another one, I fired. They kept giving me another one, fired.
Hmm.
Now they get mad at me, like, oh, we're giving you, affording you help, affording you free legal help.
But it's your right. It's your right to fire them. So you could do that.
Yeah, it's a fact. But
Hmm.
to them, it's a sign of rebellion. They're
Right.
like, oh, that's the fourth one. Because sometimes they'll give you some that even try you. You know what I'm saying? They'll come in there on some fake rah-rah stuff. Like, listen, you're not gonna win here. They don't play here. This, that, and the third. And you sitting there like, yo, man, what's wrong with this dude with this spooky
You
ass
would.
story?
It's like you with me or you with them, right? It's like
Yeah,
what I mean. You don't know. You
it's
know.
not even. It's like, yo, I ain't trying to hear that spooky stuff, man. Man, say
Right.
that shit. You know what I mean? I want to know how we're gonna beat this case, bro. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts. Facts.
You see what I'm saying? But again, what happens to the lawyer? If the lawyer goes in there, takes a case that was given to him by the courts and wins the case, then and the whole thing is that they was getting at one time 1,800 per case. So if he had
Mm.
cases at 1,800, right? That's 1,800 per case.
Right.
Whether you cop out, whether you take it to trial, whatever you do, it's 1,800 that they was getting per case
Mm.
from the courts. Free money. Like, here, bang, do something with this case. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you
Right.
get that case where you're giving him money and he goes and he beats that case where you're taking away money from them because now they're losing. You see, they're
Mm.
losing money. If you beat the case, all that money that they spent trying to incarcerate you and this, that, and the third, it all goes down the drain now.
Right.
They lost all that money.
And their
You
future
see,
plans for you too. Whatever jobs they're going to give you when you get in there, the whole thing is shattered. The whole entire secret and plot, you know what I mean, is
Yeah,
shattered, you know?
but now lawyer, guess what happens to the lawyer? The courts ain't gonna give them that many cases no more. Oh, you want to beat cases? All right, here we got one for you. Here, take that one. And they're gonna load the ones that's in there telling you, yo, take this 1.5 to 3. Yo, take this 3.5 to 7. Yo, you
Right.
can't win against these people. They giving them the caseload. Like, here, I got 3 for you. So why when you sitting in the bullpen, you be sitting in the bullpen, and the dude that you don't know from a hole in the wall, he's sleeping on the floor, breath smell like shit, and
Right.
they tell him get up, he gets up, he go to the gate, and you like, hold up, that's the same lawyer I got. Oh, he got another one,
Right.
and then he back again, and he sees another dude. Hold up, that's the same lawyer I got. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But
It's systemic, you know.
when you sit back,
Right.
and you eavesdrop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you hear him telling them, like, listen, man, you can't win over here. So if I were you, I'll take a 2 to 6. And, you might get a little 5 years probation, or you
Right.
might get a little 5 years parole. You mean a 6, because everybody gets trapped off now with that 6-5 split, or everybody gets trapped off with that post supervision release. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody gets. So he tell you, oh, you're gonna get post supervision release. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. All that. He's telling you all that to get rid of the case, get his little $1,800 check, and he keeps it moving. But you
Right.
already know between, right? Because it just so happened my lawyer had passed away, and I got his box, right?
Mm-hmm.
His family gave me his box. So in the box that he had, I saw how they really make the money. How they make the money is they take the 1,800 that the courts give them. Then on top of that, they request the court for more money for things that they got to do to move around, to go get paperwork over here, to go make copies over here, this, that, and the third.
Right.
It's all li-
Mm.
all lives are dice in the court system.
Right.
For people that don't know, our lives are dice in the court system if we continue to stay ignorant to the law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we think we're just gonna tell them what they supposed to do, they ain't trying to hear that. But if you
Right.
tell them like, right, you could say, yo, what you did was you committed a crime. You hit me. And the courts will be like, yeah, but what degree, what type of hit? Or you can say, what you did was you committed 120.05 in the penal law. You caused serious physical injury by means of a dangerous instrument or deadly weapon.
Mm.
Which one you think they're going to respect? The first one will say he hit me, or the man who came and said, yo, bam, bam, bam,
They're
bam,
gonna
hit him with
respect
the
what's
law.
in the books. What's in the books, they're gonna respect. What's
Yeah.
already written out. Yep. They're gonna respect that.
People
You
say,
know?
he knows.
Yep. He
Oh,
knows. Yep.
which was like what happened to me in the courtroom. I'm
Uh-huh.
going. They gave me a fresh district attorney.
Uh-huh.
I'm eating them. Next thing you know, it becomes 2 district attorneys. Right? I'm like, oh, now we got 2 district attorneys. Hold up. Oh yeah, he's there to help him. Whoa, so you got 1 district attorney, and now you got another district attorney there to help him. What kind of shit is this?
I never even heard of that before.
Yo, peep it. Then after that, another dude comes. Now they got 3. There are a lot of stacked decks with district attorneys on you. I had 3 of
Mm.
them. 3 of them, and one, and they had the Chinese one. He was like the most experienced out of all of them. He been doing it for a while, so he was like,
Yo,
he
Cat, let me ask you this. Okay, if you have three different DAs, all of this is going on record? Like that's going
yeah,
on record?
yeah. Because
That's
what they,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you what they say. The one DA that's in charge of your case. He's the one that signs all the paperwork. The other 2 DAs that's there, they're there to help him. They're
Right.
allowed to do that.
Wow. This some new shit right here.
They're allowed to help.
Mm.
So you be in the courtroom, right? And if they see, like, hold up, because that's what happened with me. They was like, yo, nah, bro, he's making us look bad. This
Right.
dude's in, he's quoting the law like some of the veteran lawyers we have in here. That don't look good in the courtroom. We can't have that. So what they did, they went and got another DA. Now, when I went to court the next time, I saw two DAs sitting at the table, and I'm saying, "What the hell is this?" And I'm at, and because I had a standby lawyer, where he sits there next to me, but he don't talk.
Okay.
Like if there's something that I don't understand, I can ask him. But he don't represent me. He's just there. Like if they say, like for example, they say a word like modus vivendi or some crazy word, and I'm like modus vivendi. Now I can go to him. And what the hell? What modus vivendi? What's that? Yeah, I could do that.
Right.
But other than that, he shuts up. He sits there and he don't do nothing until I tell him, because I'm the lawyer. You see
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now you're going back and forth with the judge. You know what I'm saying? The judge starts to see how you articulate yourself, and then that's when they start to stack the deck. They make a phone call and be like, "Yo, now this dude right here, he knows, he knows, he knows.
He
Get me
knows.
some more experience, because he's gonna chew this one alive." You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
the preppy young one that was there, that thought he had a case, met his match. Now
Right.
they're like, no, because now they're on the side and they're like, nah, this ain't looking right. Boom, they're gonna get another DA. Then that DA, he's going to his supervisor. He's saying, this guy here, he made an argument that I can't even, go back and forth with him with. And then they
Right.
bring him. And when he comes, what he does is he changes the scenario, the drive of the argument, and
Mm. Hmm.
you argue something else and take you away.
Right.
That's his job, because that's the oldest veteran move in the court system, is to
Mm.
argue about something else away from what you was arguing before,
Right.
because you were successful in that
Like
argument.
create like a new scenario to dwell off of. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. Because let me
Wow.
show you it. When I said um that they had no right to stop me, right? They said, well, there's such thing as reasonable suspicion. Okay, so I said, can you elaborate what reasonable suspicion is for all the New Yorkers and the people that walk in the street that want to know what is the boundaries of reasonable
Reasonable.
suspicion?
Okay.
Reasonable suspicion is he walked in the store with the hoodie on. I think he's about to rob it.
Mm.
How the hell is that reasonable suspicion?
Right.
To them, they're allowed to use that as reasonable suspicion.
And that's something that's in the books too. That's on record too. Reasonable suspicion. That exact term. Wow.
Yep.
They throw it of everything. I mean, it's just crazy. All of this is crazy. I'm telling you, like
Because I'm gonna tell you something. We fall under fundamental law, which is probable cause.
probable cause. Right.
They go further. They say, nah, probable cause is too stringent. We're gonna say reasonable suspicion, because we can take that anywhere. We could play with that piece of clay right there. We could build from that. But
Right.
if you say probable cause, it's probable cause, and that's that.
Right.
No, it's you can't turn left, turn right. Nope. Probable cause. Shut up. You
Mm-hmm.
say reasonable suspicion. Well, hold up. So you telling me that if you see a person with a dark skinned person with a hoodie walk into a store, you telling me that that's not suspicious? Well, to my trained eye as a police officer, that right there is a sign of a robbery.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Crazy. Yeah.
So this is the type of stuff, no lie, homie. This is the type of stuff that, I try to educate the people. I try to tell them, I said, listen, man, if you're going to live a certain type of life,
Mm-hmm.
or even if you don't live a certain type of life, um, being prepared in life is a must. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Same way we freedom is a must, being prepared, period, is a must.
Okay.
A lot of times we get caught off guard because we negate the paths that make us more aware of the things that we might face in the future. So
Mm-hmm.
we get caught out there
Right.
and we don't know what to do. So we seek help, but the help that we seek is actually there to stab us. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
no-win situation.
Right.
So what I tell people is, listen, man, fill them seats up in Georgetown, man. Fill them seats up in Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
Fill them seats up in Fordham. Fill them seats up.
Fight the system from within.
Yes,
Yep.
learn it
Yeah,
because
pretty
that's
much.
what you're gonna have.
Yep.
You're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna have no chance going physical with these people, yo. Because
I didn't even want to say. I'm gonna let you say
yo, listen,
it. Oh
keep
man.
keeping it 100. You gotta keep it at 100. Going
Yep.
physical with these people, we're not gonna win that way, man.
Nope.
Yo, I went physical with them for 17 years in the penitentiary, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I did what 9 years, 9 years in the shoe in the box out of that. Went to the hospital mad times. You know what I'm saying? Was looking in the mirror, looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? My family, my mom's got arrested. You know what I'm saying? My mom's did time in jail. You know, stupidness. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
know, you're not gonna win.
Not gonna win.
Only win when you say to yourself, man, he says something that I understand. I know what he's saying. Where he can't just come at you with words and you sitting there like, sounds like the right thing. But really it's not. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Let me
So,
let me let me ask you this, Cat. Let me ask you this, Cat. Okay, I've been in Spofford, right? I know
mhm.
you've been in Spofford too, right? So let me ask you this: do you think that, like, as far as the law, should they start at like 18 instead of like them young ages? I was in there. I was 15 years old in there. Like, should they start at like at least 18? I mean, or should we be condemned that young as being that young? You know,
I agree with you there with the 18. Um, because anything under 18 is misguidance.
it's misguidance. Yeah, you know,
You know, anything under 18 is misguidance.
when
It
you a
has
kid,
to,
you're gonna make mistakes. It's a
yeah.
given. It's the inevitable. So
And you know, it's crazy as it sounds, some mistakes are cultural, you know. And the reason why,
yeah.
and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna explain why.
Uh
So
huh.
so it don't go left. I'm gonna explain why.
Mm-hmm.
When I say cultural, I mean us blacks and Hispanics, you know, we live in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Our mistakes comes from the things we idolize growing up. The
Right.
things that we idolize growing up is always being a man, being number one, being the best. Everything as growing up is you got to be the best at everything that you do.
Okay.
We don't accept failure, none of that. You got to be the
Mhm.
best at everything that you do. And we only become that way through guidance of other people. Our moms and pops, they we come from low income housing. Our moms
Mhm.
gotta work, our pops gotta work. They ain't got time to
Yeah.
spend that much time with us to be mothers and fathers. So we gotta grow on our own.
Right.
And as we grow on our own, we go through the guidance of those that's out there in the street
In the
before
street.
us,
Mm-hmm.
before we teach, yeah, before we reach the sidewalk. You know what I'm
Uh huh.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's different culturally for us than it is for other people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Other people, they got better standards. They have better opportunities of what to raise their kids. They may make a little bit more money. That means they spend less of time at the workplace. That means,
Yeah.
or it's more attention that you can give the child. You know what I'm saying? That parents in the ghetto, unless they're doing they welfare thing, and if they're doing their welfare thing, um they changed that a long time ago. Now you working for that.
Yep.
They ain't,
Mm-hmm.
they ain't just giving it to you.
It's a
You
new
gonna
day.
you,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you gonna throw that orange joint thing on or
Yep. Clean
whatever
the
they
parks or
call
whatever. Yep.
a paper. You gonna work. You
You
see
gonna
what I'm
work.
saying?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
For us, it's just for us the guidance that we get from our cultural backgrounds because of where we come from is never the
Mm-hmm.
positive guidance. We
Right.
always get we always have the yo, what's up, man? We gotta get this paper, man. What's up? Yo, he gonna close at about 10 o'clock. When he come close at, we gonna get him. That's the things
Mm-hmm.
that you're learning when you're growing up in the hood,
Yep.
while other people are learning. Well, why don't you apply for a job at the supermarket? You know what I'm saying? And you can make tips off bagging in the bags. From there, you can work in the aisles. From there, you might be an assistant manager. Who knows? They're
Mm-hmm.
giving you the worker mentality where you're like so far off from that other mentality, the mentality that we got in the hood. We ain't getting that workers mentality in the hood because our
Right.
parents are already suffering because they got to be on warfare because jobs is kind of stringent and the education level and everything they didn't have. You know what I'm saying? So it's just passed on to us. So
Tradition. Yeah, it's like
it's traditional.
her
Their struggle
tradition. Yeah.
passed on to us, and
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
someone in that line has got to be the successful one. But before that successful one comes, a lot of failures is going to be there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
I'm just fuck. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
that's the way that's how society has populated us in the areas that we come from. So it makes it from the areas that we come from. It makes it hard. Some people say, for example, Jordan's from Brooklyn.
Right.
uh Spike Lee, who I happened to walk by his house one time. He has a brownstone. I
It's
walked by
downtown
his house.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has
Yeah. Yeah.
brownstone.
Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah. Yep.
I walked by the joint, not knowing it was his spot. By the time
Uh-huh.
I got to the corner, somebody was talking, and then I heard, oh, he lives on this block right here. But
Uh-huh.
look where, you see what I'm saying? So they are people that come from all cultural backgrounds
That don't
of the
leave.
way
Yeah.
that make it.
That make
But
it, you know,
but the chances, you see what I'm saying? The chances, the more things that you got to
chances
go
is
through,
slim. Mm-hmm.
yeah, the more things you got to overcome. You see what I'm saying? That with other people, they
Facts.
don't got to overcome all that. You know what I'm saying? They got a little
Mm-hmm.
bit of monetary backing. They got a
Mm-hmm.
little bit that'll help them out. You know what I'm saying? It's
Facts.
different. You
Yo,
know what I'm
Cat,
saying?
before we get up out of here, right? If it's one thing that you could tell, like let's say like a 14-year-old that's wilding right now, if it's one thing you could tell a 14-year-old that's wilding right now, what would it be?
I would say think money, not prestige. When I say think money, I mean think money as far as be that patient person that can start from small to top.
Mm.
Be that person that can say, right now, I don't have it like everybody else does, but I can make it there without, if I can, and it's more comfortable without me having to look over my shoulder.
Facts.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If
Facts.
I'm on the corner, if I'm dealing, if I'm messing around, if I'm in the game, I have a clock. I got to
Mhm.
remember when you're in the game, there is a clock that a lot of us ignores because we're so having fun in the game and we're living that life that we don't hear that clock. Tick,
Facts. Yeah.
tick, tick. That clock is saying, I'm about to get you.
And it's always there. It don't
I'm
matter
about
who
to.
you are. That clock don't discriminate.
That clock is there ticking. You want to
Yep.
live that life? You want to live that
Facts.
life? You want to be like Old Dog in Minister Society? You
Mm-hmm.
want to be like Boys in the Hood? You want to be like New Jack City? You want to be like all that? That
Uh-huh.
clock, that clock, tick, tick, tick. Sooner or later, that tick is going to turn into a click of a cell door,
Yep.
clank,
Mm-hmm.
or a gunshot. Pop.
Facts.
You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? But that's the life that you're living. Now, look at those people that went to the supermarket, that go to that sell. Look at how the people make their kids get a thing of like this and fill it up with lemonade and get a bunch of plastic cups and say, yo,
Sell it for 25. Yeah.
sell it for 25 cents,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now watch. That kid makes that 25 cents. He gets that job ethic,
Mm-hmm.
right? The other dude makes, I don't know, he makes $100 in one day. He has no job ethic, or he has a survival.
Right.
He's gonna go from one survival state to another.
Right.
So don't waste your youth training yourself to survive when there's gonna be many occasions where you don't have to. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying? When you
Facts.
have
Yeah.
to, you have to. It's instinctive. But when you don't have to, don't choose to. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying? Don't
Uh-huh.
waste it. Don't
Mm.
waste your youth because you don't get those back. Just like all them years I lost, I ain't gonna get none of them
Mm.
joys back. I try to make
Facts.
up for it,
Mm-hmm.
but I tell you that much, I ain't getting those back.
Facts.
So I tell people out there, don't Don't be like me. Don't let them subtract years from the amount of years that you got to live, and God willing it be 100. Everybody shoot for 100. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your youth, man. That's what I
Don't
tell
waste your
you.
youth.
Don't enjoy it while you have it. Those are the memories you're gonna have that later on you're gonna say to yourself, at least I got that. Don't let your memory as a youth be shut the door, take the count, go to chow, fight with somebody over casino, spades, poker. Don't let it be. If that's the life you choosing, then you know what I'm saying, you in for a long, stressful
Stretch.
road.
Yeah, definitely.
Man. But if
Yo.
you go in and you try to do the best you can, you're gonna have happiness, man.
Fact. This is OG Wildkat. We in the meth lab. We signing off. Yo, you already know. OG Wildkat. Thanks for coming on the meth lab. You already know. Yes, sir.
Salute.
Salute, salute, salute.
I appreciate you, homie.
For
Salute.
sure.